This is Mr. Mercado here. So I want to share something with you. So I spent all this week and this weekend struggling to put together my lesson plan. I just could not embrace the district lesson plan. I know it's good, but it was not quite my style. So I was brainstorming. I was trying to come up with something. I don't like to reinvent, my lesson plan over and over and over. I don't think the format of the lesson plan is important. I think what's important is the teaching, the delivery of the teaching. So this is a format I'm gonna be using throughout the school year. It's not set in stone. Obviously, there's some upgrades that could be made. Something else could be added. But for now, this is the format that I'm gonna stick to. It's basically first slide you got the LO and DOL. Second slide you have the academic vocabulary. This is the type of vocabulary you want to use when teaching. And third slide, I have a short video, of what we're going to be covering. In this case, it's place value. The fourth slide is going to be the anchor chart. I like to provide an anchor chart for the students to always reference in case they get lost. The next few slides, basically, I have 4 I do, where there are 4 examples that we're going to be covering. Basically, it's me doing this by myself, the students watching. And then we move to the we do, students and teachers, working together how to solve the next 4 samples. The last few slides are the you do. So we go from I do, we do, you do. Simple format. You got the questions. I like to put some rigor. These questions came from Think Up Math, used to be known as Motivation Math, from Mentoring Minds. So what I did to get this question is I took the pages and I scanned them into my computer, as you can see right here. And from here, what I do, I cut and paste or copy paste. I have a Mac, so what I do is a little different. Let me find a question I want to add. Let's try this one. So on my you do portion of the lesson plan, I have 4. I like to always give them 5, an additional one. So if I want to add another slide, what I do, let me maximize this. You go to slide, duplicate, slide. I think it took the wrong one. Go to the last slide. See how it's highlighted as number 16? And then you go slide, duplicate, slide. So 16 and 17, they're the same. I don't need this question. I need to add another one. So that's 16, 17. All right. So I go back to my scan document. Again, it's a Mac, so I go Shift Command 4. And I highlight the question. It snaps a picture. I drag it to where I need it. And once it's in my desktop, all I have to do is just drag it and drop it. From here, you can maximize the picture, make it bigger, smaller, whatnot, whatever you need to, right? So there you go, it's there. Remember, the students have those laptops, not much screen space, so I always like to make them as big as possible. So anyways, I have this place value chart that I put together. So let me show you how to put one together. It'll be real quick. So I use Excel, and I just built the blocks. I type in the vocabulary. So now I need to snap a picture again. This is a Mac. Those of you who have Microsoft type computers, you do the snipping tool. But because this is an Apple, I go Shift Command 4. I'll highlight what the portion I need for my slide. Snaps a picture in the corner. I drag it where I need it to go. Once it shows up on my desktop, I just drag and drop it. All right, let me maximize this. All right, so it's in there. Obviously, you cannot type right now, but if you wanted to put some numbers there by typing, all you have to do is go to your text box, and let's put one for this block. So usually you're comparing two numbers. So I'm going to put two of these. So this is the first one. All right. So if you need to I like to center. There you go. So if I need to put a number here, I have to do 6. Keep going. 7. You get the idea, right? So I want to snap a picture. Sorry, not a picture. I want to make another copy. And copy. Paste. There you go. Let me get rid of this. All right. So over here in the corner, I put a tip, right? So because we're doing place value, comparing whether it's 10 times or 1/10 the value. So let me show you how will I use this during the class. So I will do the Google slide. I'll be screen sharing this. If I want to answer this question with the students, I know that you do, but let's just work this out together. So the school band sold 3,305 raffle tickets to raise money for a trip to Disney World. Which equation shows the relationship between the trees and the number of tickets sold? Okay, so something I will teach the students is, okay, we need to find out what the standard form is. So you do your text box. So 3,000, so it's a comma, 3,000 plus 300 plus 5. Some students may get confused, just go to 0, 0, 10, 5, their choice. So we're talking about the trees, and by the way, there's another tool that I'm going to be sharing. It's called Page Marker, and I'll go with that in a moment. So let me put since we're talking about the numbers threes, so I'm going to put 3,000. So 3,000. I'm touching this because this is decimals. Then we have 300. All right, so based on this, we're looking for the relationship between those. So if you look at my tip, 10 times. So we got 300 and 3,000. So if I do process elimination, A and B should be eliminated. But how can I prove this to the students? Let me show you this other tool. Let me get rid of this. So you see this here? It's called the page marker. This is where you can download it or just Google it as an extension. So this tool, believe it or not, was put together by a high school student. This allows me to write in my Google slide. So I'm talking about the trees. This is the figure, 3,305. If I don't want to do the text box, I can always, write it in, right? And if I don't need it here, I can always write it in, whatever you like. So anyways, that's another option you have there. So 300. So if I compare 300, that's 10 times. Well, let's find out. 10 times 300 should give me 3,000. So if I multiply anything multiplied by 0, you get a 0. I like to put an X for the next digit. So 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 3 is 3. I'm going to add my numbers, make sure they're in a straight column. So I got 0, 0, 0, 3. 1, 2, 3, comma, 3,000. So yes, we have 300, 10 times, and we got the answer, 3,000. Here's the answer. This is eliminated. So you get the idea. Once you're done with this, you just hit clear, it's gone. Very, very simple tool. Let me know if you need any additional help with this, and don't be afraid and share whatever you're using. I may be able to implement this into my routine. Thank you.